Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today, sit a while, for we are playing some more Out of the Park Baseball 22 with a struggling Montreal Expos historical. At least we are struggling right now. We got shut out in our last game against Greg Maddox and the Dodgers. Took 1 out of 3 from the Dodgers, which is pretty much around the best that we could expect. And things are not gonna get any easier because today we are facing the Braves in Atlanta for a 3-game series. Yeah, it's not gonna be that easy, folks, but we have the spirit. We are going to give it our all. For some reason that was hard for me to say. Right, so we're still sitting at third in the East with not much hopes for a playoff or appearance, not even as a wild card. The Braves are kind of on a tier right now. Mark Davis is still hurt. Should be back in a few days. Miguel Batista is still hurt, should be back in a few days. I think he's going to need to skip a start, so I'm going to try to keep one of those long relievers, good to go for his next scheduled start. I think it's going to be the 3rd game. It is, so unless he comes back, I'm going to try to keep either Pavano, White, Van Ryn, or Mahler as good to go for game 3. I probably would prefer to have Gabe White ready for that, but he just pitched, of course. Yeah, we'll see. I might go with Mahler, the veteran. He knows what's going on. Alright, and then Mark Gubisa also hurt for 1 to 2 weeks. So yeah, let's check the Braves. Let's see if they still have Chipper. Yeah, Chipper is still hurt. So no Chipper Jones for the Braves still. So at least we don't have to face him. But everybody else is healthy over there. Alright, so for game 1 of the series I believe it's going to be at Turner Field, I think. I already explained that I'm not necessarily the most proficient in older stadium names, but I do believe that it's what it was called. So we're going to be in Atlanta. We're going to be facing Bobby Witt for game number 1, and we're going to send our all-star representative, or one of our all-star representative, Jose Rosado, who's been pitching pretty decently for us. His record is only 6-5, but he, it's usually lack of run support for him that's doing him in. So without further ado, let's get started here. I think for game 1, I'm gonna go ahead and give Todd Haney a start at second base. Let's do that. I am going to, let's see, do I want to keep it? I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it like that. Let's have Todd Haney hit second. Maybe not. Yeah, let's put Bill Darn there. Alright, let's try like that. That's going to be my lineup for game number 1. Alright, the Braves are going to go with Roger Cedeno, hitting first Jeff Blaser, Ryan Klesko, Javier Lopez, David Justice, Vinny Castilla, Dion Sanders, and Denny Gonzalez. Alright, so, was I right? Is it Turner Field? No, at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. I got it wrong. Turner Field is probably not even in Atlanta. I'm terrible at this. I know where the Olympic Stadium is, and Fenway. There you go. Alright. I've been to Fenway. It was nice. I liked it. Although we didn't have very good seats, but, just the experience of being there was pretty cool. Alright. Oh, so the Braves don't have Bobby Cox as their manager. They have Lou Piniella. Alrighty, so yeah, so of course, let's go Expos and play ball. So Bobby Witt on the mound for the Braves, and Marquis Grissom is our first batter here. 0-1 for Marquis. That's it to center for it. Alright, so Grissom gets on board here. First batter gets to first base. There's a pretty high chance he's going to try to steal. Just saying. Alright, so Bill Duran is the next batter. 1-0. Grissom goes. And he's safe. 53 stolen bases for Marquis Grissom this season. And now we have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And Duran is still the batter. 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. Alright, so now we have runners on first and second with nobody out. And we have Ivan Calderon at bat, who's a little bit on a cold streak right now. So right now would be a pretty nice time to shake that off. No count to Calderon. It's it weakly to third. And Calderon is thrown out at first. That's the only out that the Braves will get. So we get 2 runners in scoring position now with 1 out. And we have Charles Johnson as the next batter. 3-0 to Johnson. And he walks on 4 pitches. So Bobby Witt generous here to start the game. Woody Green is the next batter. There's 1 out, and the bases are loaded. 1-0. That's it. Oh, that's a liner to the shortstop, and he's out. That also was a terrible pitch to swing at, by the way. Alright, so now sadly we have 2 outs. The bases are still juiced, and we have Reuben Rivera as the batter. 1-2. And he struck out swinging, so the Braves get into trouble, but get out of it pretty nicely. We are unable to score despite loading up the bases. That's probably going to come back to bite us in the rear. Alright, bottom of the first, Roger Cedeno is first for the Braves, facing Jose Rosado. 2-2 to Rosado. Oh, that was a terrible pitch to swing at, but it's a strikeout nonetheless. 1 out for the Braves. Jeff Blaser is next. No count to Blaser. Oh, that's out of here. Alright, so Blaser homers here. That's a solo blast, and it is 1-0 for the Braves. Alright, that brings up Ryan Klesko. 1-2. And that's another homer. Alright, so the Braves go deep back to back, and it is now 2-0. Yeah, I told you that, you know, loading up the bases and not scoring any runs was going to bite us in places. Aviar Lopez is next. Full count to him. That's it to left. Calderon after it. And he catches it for out number 2. Now Dave Justice is the batter. Full count to him. That's it to left. Calderon after it. And he catches it for out number 3. But the Braves get 2 solo home runs in the first inning. And they take a 2-0 lead. Right, Todd Haney is next. Full count to Haney. And he walks. That's the 3rd walk allowed by Bobby Witt already. Alright. Ray Sanchez is next. 0-1. That's it. Weakly to 3rd. And, oh, it's booted by Gonzalez. Alright, so we have runners on first and second with nobody out. Jose Rosado is next. He is probably going to bunt. And he is. Alright, so the sacrifice works. So the runners advance. We have 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Now let's do something with this time. Marquis Grissom is the batter now. No count. That's it to center, but fairly routine. Alright, and that's a sac fly for Grissom. So Haney scores on the sac fly. There's 2 outs now, but we reduce the lead. It is now 2-1 for the Braves. And we have still a runner in scoring position, but with 2 outs, and Bill Duran is going to be our next batter. No count to Duran. That's it to left. And it's going to be... Yep. And it's cut. It is now 2-1. Why? Okay, that's weird. I don't know if you guys saw that. I know I did. So like the image for the stadium has like that scoreboard, and it was saying visitor, and then the home team is Detroit. That's a little odd. Just saying. No, that's a pack that I got on Steam that I applied, so I don't know. You know, I'm gonna stop talking now. Vinny Casilla is starting the second inning for the Braves. No count to him. It is 2-1 for the Braves. It's a too short. Sanchez with the throw, and he is thrown out easily at first. That's one out. Dion Sanders is next. No count to him. That's it to second base. Oh, nice play by Aney. So Aney dove for the ball, and then he threw Dion Sanders out at first. So we have 2 outs now, and now Denny Gonzalez is the batter. 2-1 to him. It's too short. Sanchez with the throw, and he's thrown out for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Braves go down 1-2-3 here in the 2nd inning, but they are still up 2-1. Ivan Calderon is the first batter here in inning number 3. Wow, look at that. They have 4 guys that are on hot streak there in Atlanta. I wish I had that. Full count. That's it to center for it. So Calderon gets on base. So now we have runner on first base, nobody out. Charles Johnson is the next batter. No count. Calderon is going. And he's safe. 26 stolen bases for Calderon. We now have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Full count to Charles Johnson. And he walks. That was pretty close to his face. He didn't flinch. Pretty brave man. Woody Green is next. So runners on first and second. Nobody out. 1-0. That's it. Oh, is it a home run? I think it is. And it's out of here. Woody Green with the 3-run blast. And all of a sudden, we are up 4-2 here in the 3rd inning. So, Woody Green is a decent player. He just strikes out a lot. But he's definitely worth having in your lineup, I think. At least for me and my save, he is. Reuben Rivera is the next batter. 2-1 to Rivera. That's it, weekly to first. And he's thrown out. That's the 1st out of the inning. Todd Aney is next. No count to Aney. That's it, weekly to center. And Cedeno catches it for out number 2. Ray Sanchez is the next batter. 0-2. And he strikes out looking. Hey, Jerome Elliott. Nope, not yet. There's always, you know, there's going to be, 2 or 3 opportunities after games where it's going to sim and everything. So, I've put Todd Aney in at second base for this game. And thanks, I don't know if you cut it or not, but thanks to Woody Green, we are now up 4-2 with his 3-run blast. Alright, Bobby Witt is the first batter for the Braves in the bottom of the 3rd. That's it, 2 left for a base hit. Yikes. Tom Gordon has pitched pretty good since we got him, so... Yep, so Tom Gordon, since we got him, is 2-0 in 2 starts. He has an ERA of 0.73. He did walk 7 batters, so that's maybe a little bit concerning. Struck out 10. So, yeah, that's a little bit too many runners on. But what that tells me is that he's been clutch, because when there were runners on base, he didn't allow many runs. So, yeah. He's been okay. He just doesn't have a lot of stamina, so it's hard to go deep in games with him, but he's been pretty solid so far. Alright, Roger Cedeno is next, 2-1. That's it, 2 left. That's a base hit as well. Alright, so Rosado getting in trouble again here. So not his best start so far. So the Braves have runners on first and second. Nobody out. Jeff Blaser is next, 1-1. Oh, that's a... sacrifice it for Blaser. Advances both runners. So now the Braves have 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. And the ever dangerous Ryan Klesko is next. 2-2 to him. Oh, he struck out swinging. Goodbye. Sorry, I'm not doing anything funky here. My foot really hitches. Alright, Aviar Lopez is next. There's 2 outs now. Runners in second and third. 1-1. That's it to third. The throw by Woody Green, and he's out. So we get out of this jam. That's payback for loading up the bases in the first inning and not getting a single run out of it. Alright, so we are still up 4-2 here going into the 4th inning. Rosado is the first batter to face Bobby Witt. 2-2. Oh, and he strikes out. That's okay. He's not a great hitter. Some pitchers can bat, but Rosado, not so much. Alright, Grissom is next. Full count. And he walks. That's like 5 or 6 walks by Bobby Witt already. Alright, Billy Doran is next. There's 1 out. Runner on first. 0-1. Oh, yeah, that's a pitch out. Even with the pitch out, Marquis Grissom is too fast. So that's another stolen base for him. Alright. Time! I don't know what's going on with my foot. But thankfully I have anti-itch cream right next to me. I'm going to put some on it. That stuff is pretty good, actually. The manager is day-to-day with a foot injury. So do you have everything planned for your trip yet? You're leaving what you're leaving Monday, if I remember correctly. All right. So Billy Doran with a runner in scoring position, 1 out, 2-1. That's it. Weekly down the first base line, and he's safe. Yeah. Okay, that looked weird, but that's an infield single. So we have runners on the extremities now with 1 out. And we have Ivan Calderon as the batter. That's it to center. That may be a sac fly. Might not be deep enough. Grissom is going for it. And he scores. Sac fly for Ivan Calderon. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we're going to be packing this week too. We're leaving Friday morning to go to Florida. Hopefully it's going to be nice. Alright, 2 outs, runner on first, full count, and Charles Johnson walks again. I think that's his 3rd walk this game. So you got 1 day behind, or is it like everybody? No, we're going to Panama City Beach, something like that. Woody Green, I think it's close to West Palm Beach, I believe. I might be wrong. Full count to Woody Green. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Oh, that's it. Really weakly to the catcher. And he's thrown out at first. But we do score 1 more run. Here it is 5-2 for the Expos. Dave Justice is the next batter. 2-2. And he struck out. There you go. Vinny Cassia is next, 2-2. Oh, that's it really well in the corner in left field. Calderon after it. It's going to be extra bases for Vinny Cassia. That's a double. Oh, man. Oh, really? Yeah, we have a beach house that's being rented, so I have no idea if it's gonna be like kind of closed off or probably not, but I'm not too sure about the layout. So yeah, so your camping trip, are you guys like camping, like real camping with a tent, or is it like RV stuff, or what's going on there? Right, Dion Sanders is the batter. There's one out, and Vinny Cassia is at second after a nice double from him, 1-0. Oh, Sanders hits it, and Calderon catches it. Alright, so Cassia does not advance on that. There's 2 outs now. And Denny Gonzalez is the next batter, 1-0. Grounds it too short, and he's out. Okay, that's cool. Did I ask you that question already? I don't remember. I think I might have. Maybe not. Oh, the Braves did pull Bobby Witt. I missed that earlier. So they have Don August as the pitcher now. Right, so Reuben Rivera is getting us started here in the top of the 5th, 1-2. And that's cut near the warning track there. Todd Haney is next. Full count. And he walks. Yeah, aren't we all? So you're gonna be gone for almost a month, I think. So that's a long camping trip. Definitely not something I wouldn't mind doing too. Alright, Ray Sanchez is next. There's a runner on first with 1 out. 2-2 to Ray Sanchez. And he hits it solidly, but right at the second baseman. They get their lead runner out at second, but Ray Sanchez is safe at first with 2 outs now, which brings up Jose Rosado. Full count. Hits it to second base, and he's thrown out at first. Alright, so we get nothing here. Well, we got a guy on base, but we didn't score. Alright, so Don August is gonna be batting here for the Braves in the bottom of the 5th. How many pitches for Rosado? 60. Yeah, he's still good. 2-2. And he's out. Yeah, I have to keep... we're going to need to monitor our relievers because Miguel Batista is going to miss his next start because he's hurt. So I'm going to need one of those guys with a lot of stamina to be fresh for game number 3 of the series unless Batista comes back early. So I already used Gabe White in the previous game, so I'm thinking of maybe keeping Mahler fresh for that one start. We'll see what's available at that point. Alright, so Cedeno is next. Full count to him. And he walks. That was a little low. Now there's 1 out. Jeff Blaser is next. No count. Oh, we nailed him. Alright, so Cedeno is caught stealing. So there's 2 outs now, and nobody on for Jeff Blaser. Full count to him. Oh, and he walks. Yeah, we can do Pavano. I don't have a problem with that. Ryan Klesko is next. Yeah, it is a losing season. That sucks, but you know, it's baseball. Sometimes baseball sucks. Alright, and they get the lead runner out at second, even though like the graphic kind of showed that he was there right way after the runner. It is still 5-2 for the Expos going into the top of the 6th. Marquis Grissom is next. 0-1. That's it to center, and it falls in, I think. Yeah. So Grissom with the base hit. Nobody out for Bill Durham. 1-1. Grissom is going, of course. And he's safe, of course. 55 stolen bases for Marquis Grissom. That's his 3rd of the game. 2-1 to Durham. Oh, Grissom is going again. He's filling it. Oh. A little too greedy there for Grissom. He got nailed at 3rd. So there's 1 out now. 2-2 to Bill Durham. It's at weakly to left. Dion Sanders should have that, and he does. And that's out number 2. Ivan Calderon is next. 1-1. That's it weakly towards first base, and it's caught by Ryan Klesko, and that's the third out of the inning. We're going in the bottom of the sixth. Yeah, I think I can still have Rosado pitching. He had a little bit of a rough first inning. He gave up 2 solo blasts, but he's been pretty decent since. Alright, Javier Lopez is the first batter for the Braves in the sixth. 1-0 to him. Grounds it too short. Thrown out at first. Alright, David Justice is next. 2-2 to him. Hit weakly to right. Grissom after it. Catches it for out number 2. And now Castilla is the next batter. 2 outs. He had a nice double his last time out, and this time it's a little bit more difficult. Pop fly caught by Ray Sanchez, and that's 3 outs. Top of the 7th, we're still up 5-2. Donna August is still on the mound for the Braves, and we have Charles Johnson, who walked 3 times so far this game. 1-2. And he struck out. Woody Green is next. Full count to Woody Green. And he walks. Not a bad game for Woody Green. Reuben Rivera is next. 2-1. That's it weakly. It's going to be cut by the first baseman, and that's 2 outs now. Todd Haney is next. 2 outs. Runner on first. 1-0. Grounds it to the pitcher, and he is thrown out at first. So we get a runner on, but we cannot do anything with it, and it is still 5-2 for the Expos going in the bottom of the 7th. 89 pitches. That might be Rosado's last inning. Right, Dion Sanders is the next batter. 0-1 to him. Oh, that's popped and cut by the catcher in foul territory. That's 1 out. Denny Gonzalez is next. 1-1. Oh, I think that's gonna fall in. Yeah, it was just out of reach of Ray Sanchez, so it's a weak single for Denny Gonzalez, and the Braves have a runner on first with 1 out, and they're bringing Kevin Gryjak as the pinch hitter. Lefty on lefty. That's flied to left. Calderon after it. Catches it for out number 2. Alright, so now we have Roger Cedeno at bat. There's 2 outs. There's a runner on first, and it's 0-1. Grounds it to short, and he's thrown out at first. So, yeah. Denny Gonzalez gets that super weak single, but we managed to get out of the inning. It is 5-2. Armando Reynoso is going to be the pitcher here for the Braves in the 8th inning. Ray Sanchez is the first batter. 1-0. Grounds it to short, and that's the first out. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep Rosado in. Since the first inning, he's been pitching pretty good, and if things go a little weird, I'll just bring in Dea to finish the inning. Let's keep Rosado in. Full count to him, and he struck out swinging. Marquis Grissom is next. 0-1. Oh, that's it weakly to the pitcher, and he's thrown out at first. So the Expos are down 1-2-3 in the 8th inning. We are still up 5-2 going into the bottom of the 8th, with Jeff Blaser starting things up for the Braves. 2-2 to him. That's it to third. Green with the throw, and he's thrown out. That's the first out of the inning. Ryan Klesko is next. He already homered in the first inning. 0-1. Grounds it to short, and he's thrown out. That's 2 outs. Aviar Lopez is next. 2-1. That's it to right, and I think it's gonna fall in, and it does. Alright, so Javier Lopez gets on. 2 outs. Runner on first. David Justice is the batter. Full count. Alright, I think I'm gonna get there to get the last out here. or at least try to. Alright, Vinny Castilla, runners on first and second, 2 outs, 1-0. That's a base hit to center. Alright, so a runner is going to score on that, so it is 5-3 now. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and they're bringing in Lonnie Smith as a pinch hitter. 2-2. That's a base hit down the line. Oh boy. The Braves tied the game. It is now tied at 5. Oh boy. Alright. 2-1 to Denny Gonzalez with a runner on second base. And he's thrown out at first. So we get out of the inning, but we did allow 3 runs. The Braves tied the game. It is now 5-5 in the top of the 9th. Reynoso is still the pitcher for the Braves. We have Bill Duran as the batter. Full count to him. That's it at second base, and he's thrown out for out number 1. Ivan Calderon is next. 1-1. That's it really weakly to the pitcher, and he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Charles Johnson is next. 1-2. And he's struck out. Alright, so we got nothing here. Alright, let's try to pitch to Joyner with Jim Day. No count to him. That's it right at the first baseman, and he's out. Roger Cedeno is next, 0-2. Oh, I couldn't see if it went out or if it was cut. It was cut, so there's 2 outs. Now we have Jeff Blaser as the batter. Full count to him. That's it weakly. Rivera after it. Catches it for out number 3, so there's going to be extra innings here for the first game of the series. Alright, so Mike Stanton is getting things started here. I'm going to keep Woody Green in. 3-1. And that's a base hit to left. Alright, Reuben Rivera is having a tough game. I think maybe I want to... let's try Johnny Knott. Alright, so Mike Stanton is still the pitcher for the Braves. Johnny Knott is at bat. There's a runner on first. Nobody out. 1-0 to Johnny. Uh-oh. And Green is thrown out at first. No! Full count. Alright, Johnny Knott walks. Tadane is next. 1-0. Oh, and he bunts. That's going to be an error. Alright, so we have 2 runners in scoring position now with 1 out. We have to score on this. That's, you know, that's a prime opportunity here. I'm going to bring in Brett Barbary to hit for Ray Sanchez. Alright, so Barbary is the batter. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, 0-1. Oh, that's it deep enough, I think. Is it a sac fly? Should be. Yes, it is 6-5 for the Expos. Good job by Barbary. I mean, it would have been better, but he scored a run. That's what we needed. So there's 2 outs now, following the sac fly. Alright. Let's bring Lance Blankenship as the pinch hitter for the pitcher Jim Day. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs, 0-2. Oh, Blankenship got drilled. Alright, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Marquis Grissom is next, 0-2. That's it to third. They get the runner at second, so that's the end of the inning for us, but we do score a run. It is now 6-5. I need to figure out. Alright, so Aney is a better shortstop than Barbary, so Aney moves to short. Not stays in at center field. Barbary moves to second base, and Scott Ruskin comes in. Alright, let's see if we can close this out. Oh god, yeah, that's not going to be easy for Ruskin. He's facing batters number 3, 4, and 5. So Klesko is the first batter for the Braves. 3-1 to him. That's it to second base. Barbary, and he's out. That's 1 out. Aviar Lopez is next. 2-2. Struck out swinging. Oh yeah. And Dave Justice is the next batter. 2-2 to him. That's it to second. Barbary with the throw, and he's out. So the Expos blow the lead in the 8th inning, but they managed to get it back in the 10th and not squander it this time. And it is a 6-5 victory. So good. We showed good character here despite what happened. All right. Let's see what happens in the world of baseball after this click here. What date is it? Oh, July 25th. Yeah, we're like right at the end of July where there might be a bunch of trades and whatnot. Oh, there's been a trade. We're just not part of it. So Chicago and Toronto. So I don't know if it's the White Sox or... Yeah, the White Sox and the Blue Jays made a trade. All right. Oh, Ricky Anderson goes to the White Sox. He was playing in Toronto for a while. So Ricky Anderson goes to the White Sox. And in return, the Blue Jays get Steve Farr and Scott Vollmer. That's a trade that may be helping both teams. I guess the Blue Jays might be in need of some pitching, and the White Sox might be in need of some outfield and speed. So, yeah. Good old Ricky Anderson moved. Alright, so game number 2 is going to feature Lee Upshaw for the Braves, and we are going to go with Katsumasa Ota. Oh, looks like Charles Johnson needs a breather, so he's not going to be playing this one game. Which means I'm going to... okay. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I think too. I haven't used Grissom as a third hitter much. It didn't really work out the first time I tried it, but maybe it's gonna go better this time. It's against a lefty, so I have a little bit of hope for him. I'm talking like Grissom is shit or something. I really liked Grissom back in the day. Alright, so the Braves are going to go with Cedeno, Blaser, Klesko, Justice, Castilla, Sanders, Gryjak, and Nelson Lyriano. Alright, so Denny Gonzalez and Javier Lopez are both getting the day off. Alright, let's get this thing going. Go Expos! We're on a 1-game winning streak. That is awesome. Alright, so Lee Upshaw for the Braves, and Delino the Shields is going to be our first batter in the top of the first here, and that's a full count for him. Alright, so unless the game goes 27 innings or something, we're saving Pavano for tomorrow. Alright, so the Shields walks to start the game, which, you know, that could be good. How old is Upshaw? Okay, he's not that old, 27. They've been using him mostly as a reliever in previous season. I think that's his first season that they are using him as a starter. Alright, so runner on first. Barbary is the batter. No count. Oh, the Shields is going. And he's safe. 39 stolen bases for the Shields. And we have a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Full count. And Barbary walks as well. Alright, so patience at bat here is paying off early. Well, as far as getting runners on base, that is. So runners on first and second now. Nobody out. And Marquis Grissom, I'm giving you a prime opportunity here. 1-1. That's it to second base. And that's a double play. That's not why I put you at batting third, buddy. Alright, so all of a sudden there's 2 outs. Runner on third. Ivan Calderon is the batter. 2-2 to Ivan. Come on, Ivan. Oh, that's a base hit. Alright, so it falls in center field. That's a single, and that scores a run, so we are up 1-0. So at least those runners did not all go to waste. 2 outs, runner on first for Bill Duran, 3-1. And that's our third walk of the inning. Wow. Lee Upshaw having some control issues here to start the game. Rivera is next. 2 runners on, 2 outs, no count, and oh, that's plastered out of here. All right, 461 feet, 3-run blast for Reuben Rivera. We are up 4-0. All right, so maybe Reuben Rivera is starting to figure things out. He's been struggling most of the season, but he's been playing a little bit better lately, a little bit. So now it's 4-0, 2 outs still, nobody on, obviously. Ray Sanchez is the batter, 1-1. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's a base hit to left. So Ray Sanchez gets on board with 2 outs here in the first inning. Now Tony Peña's the batter, 0-2. Oh, Sanchez is going. Oh, and they threw it in the outfield. So now Ray Sanchez is at third base with 2 outs, and Tony Peña is the batter, 1-2. That's it to center for a base hit. Oh my, even, you know, things are going well when even Tony Peña gets an RBI. So we have a runner on first, 2 outs. It's 5-0, and Katsumasa Ota is the batter. Oh, they got Tony Peña out at first. They snapped through the first and they got him out. But the Expos get 5 runs in the top of the first, and it is 5-0. Alright, Roger Cedeno is first to bat against Katsumasa Ota, 0-2. Oh, and he struck out looking. Didn't even try. Jeff Blaser is next, 2-2 to him. Oh, that's gone. So for the second... Oh, no, it's not. It looked like it was going to be gone. But Calderon catches it. I retract what I said. 2 outs now. Ryan Klesko is the batter, 0-1. Oh, that's a base hit. To left. Should be a single. And Ryan Klesko is on board with 2 outs. And David Justice is the next batter. 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. So the Braves are not going down without a fight. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Vinny Castilla is the batter. 2-1. That's it to right for a base hit. And a run scores on it, so it's 5-1 for the Expos now. Runners on first and second, still 2 outs, and now it's Dion Sanders. 2-0. Oh, that's a bad pitch. So runners on second and third now, 2 outs. Dion Sanders, 3-1 to him. That's it to right, and it's a base hit. So yeah, the Braves are not going down easy. So they get 2 runs on that. It is now 5-3. Looks like it might be a high-scoring affair today in Atlanta. So runner on second base, 2 outs. Kevin Gryjak is the batter now. 1-0. That's a base hit to center. And just like that, our nice lead is evaporating. It is 5-4. That's crazy. Alright, so runner on first, 2 outs. Nelson Lyriano is the batter. 1-0. Oh. Gryjak is stealing and he's safe. 9 stolen bases for him. Full count. Lyriano hits it to first and he's thrown out. So the Braves strike back with 4 runs of their own, and what was a 5-run lead is now only a 1-run lead, and we're heading into the top of the second. It's already 5-4. So Ota is the first batter here since they got Tony Pena out at first. 1-2. Struck out swinging. Delino de Shields is next. 0-2. That's it to center. Not very deep. Should be cut, and it is. That's 2 outs. Brett Barbery is next. 2-2. Grounds it to short, and he's thrown out for the 3rd out. Alright, the Expos go down 1-2-3, but they still lead by 1. It is 5-4 going into the bottom of the second. Lee Upshaw is the first batter for the Braves. 0-2. And he struck out swinging. Roger Cedeno is next. 1-2. That's it weakly to right. Grissom after it. Catches it for out number 2. Uh-oh. Katsumasa Ota is hurt, and we have to take him out of the game. Alright, so we want to keep... Oh, Gabe White is available. I might just bring him. What do you think? We're keeping Pavano for tomorrow, right? We're still doing that, so we're not touching him. So we can bring in Mahler, Van Ryn, or Gabe White. I would bring in Gabe White. What do you think? Alright, sounds good. That was what I wanted to do too. Yeah, they have a lot of lefties in the lineup too, so... Alright, so there's 2 outs, and now we have to go with Gabe White due to the injury to Ota. 0-2 to Blaser. Oh, that's a base hit to center. Oh god, and there's an error on it. So Rivera booted the ball. So on the play, Blaser gets to second base. Now Ryan Klesko is next runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Full count. Grounds it to first. And he's out. Alright, so the error in the 2-out single does not come back to haunt us. We are still up 5-4. Alright, Upshaw still on the mound for the Braves. Marquis Grissom is next. No count to Marquis. Grounds it to short, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Ivan Calderon is next. 1-1. Grounds it softly to short, and he's thrown out as well. That's out number 2. Bill Duran is next. 1-0 to Billy. Come on, boy. Nope, that's a weak pop to second base, and he's out. So that's 3 outs for the Expos. Alright, so Gabe White is going to face Dave Justice to start inning number 3 for the Braves. Full count to Dave Justice. Oh, that's a single to center. Alright, so first batter of the inning gets on base. And Vinny Castilla is the next batter. 2-2. And he struck out swinging. That's good. Good job for Gabe White. Dion Sanders is next. 2-1. Grounds it to second. We only get the lead runner, so that's a fielder's choice. And Dion Sanders is safe at first with 2 outs now. Kevin Grajak is next. 1-2. Oh, Dion Sanders is going, and he is safe. That's stolen base number 52. Oh, trying to catch up to Grissom now, are you? Alright, so runner in scoring position for Grajak. Full count. Oh, that's too high. Alright, so Grajak walks. Now the Braves have 2 runners on with 2 outs. And Nelson Lyriano is the batter. 2-2. That's it, too short. And he's thrown out at first. Alright, so we get out of that. We are still holding on to our small 1-run lead here. It is 5-4 going into the top of the 4th. With Reuben Rivera getting things started, he had a monster blast back in inning number 1. 0-2 to him. And he struck out swinging this time. Alright. I guess you can't homer every time. Ray Sanchez is next. No count to him. That's it. Weekly to third. The throw is right on the money. And he is out. That's 2 outs. Tony Pena is next. 2-2. It weekly to center. Cedeno after it. He catches it for out number 3. So the Expos are down 1-2-3 yet again. But they are still up 5-4 going into the bottom of the 4th with Lonnie Smith, the pinch hitter here. Oh, they're using pinch hitters pretty quickly. I guess they're done with Upshaw. Full count. And he walks. Alright. So Gabe White struggling a little bit. Not usually he's pitching a little bit better than that. So he's been struggling here. He's also getting close to being out of energy. Roger Cedeno is next with a runner on first. Nobody out. 0-1. It weakly to center. Rivera after it. And he catches it for out number 1. Jeff Blaser is next. 1-1. That's it to center. Rivera after it. Out number 2. Now Ryan Klesko is next. Full count. Oh, that's a base hit to center. So there's runners on first and third with 2 outs. Now Dave Justice is next. Oh yeah, that's the last inning for Gabe White. 1-0. Oh. And it's out of here. Alright, the Braves get up front. It is now 7-5. Yeah, it is a pretty high scoring affair. I'm gonna keep I want for Gabe White to get out of this inning. He's the next batter. Alright, and Castilla flies it to left. Calderon catches it, but the damage is already done. The Braves do get 3 runs on the board thanks to Dave Justice, and it is now 7-5 for the Braves. Alright, so Mark Davis is the pitcher for the Braves. I think we're gonna go with Ane. No, I don't have Randy Nor. I remember Randy Nor. He actually played for the Expos for a very brief moment, I believe. We can do not. That's cool. Come on, Johnny, be good. Right, 1-2. Oh, struck out swinging. Got fooled on a bad pitch there. Alright, 1 out. The Shields is next. Full count. And he walks. That was a terrible pitch. Alright, so the Shields is at first. 1 out, Barbary is next. 1-0. Oh, the Shields is going. And he's safe. 40 stolen bases for the Shields. And we have a runner in scoring position now. 1 out. Brett Barbary is still at bat. Full count to him. That's it to center, but not very deep. Look at the urgency level by Cedeno there. Alright, and that's 2 outs. Alright, so Marquis Grissom, yeah, still not a very good appearance as a number 3 hitter here. I might have to give up on that. Yeah, struck out swinging. Alright, so the Expos are done. Alright, do we do Mahler or Van Ryn? White let us down. Alright, I'll stick to my idea that they have a lot of lefties, so I'll do Van Ryn. Maybe it's gonna go better than it did with Gabe White. Alright, Dion Sanders is the next batter, 2-1. That's it to right. Grissom after it, if we can call it going after a ball. And that's out number 1. Kevin Gryjak is next. No count to him. That's it weekly. The third baseman Barbary gets it. That's out number 2. Nelson Lyriano is next. 1-0. Grounds it to third, and he's out. Alright. Good inning for Van Ryn. Got the Braves down in order. We're going into the top of the 6th. We need a bit of a something going on. Braves still have Mark Davis as their pitcher. We have Ivan Calderon, 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Alright. Bill Doran is next. No count to him. Grounds it to short. The throw is made, and he is out. That's out number 2. Reuben Rivera is next. 0-1 to him. Grounds it to short. Oh. And Kessia juggled with the ball there. Oh, they counted as an infield hit. I thought it was an error. Infield hit for Rivera. And now we have Ray Sanchez at bat with 2 outs, 2-0. That's it to right for a base hit. On the play, Rivera is going to third, and on the throw, Ray Sanchez makes it to second base. So now, oh god. That sucks. Charles Johnson needs his day of rest, or else he's gonna get tired again in like 2 games. Oh wait, I have a day off coming. Let's do it. There's a day off coming after the next game. We need his bat. We need his presence. We need a home run. 0-1. 2 runners in scoring position. And he grounds out to third. Alright, that didn't work out. We're still down 7-5. Alright, we're gonna keep you as the catcher. Right, Kent Marker. Kent Marker, they are keeping Kent Marker in to bat. We're keeping Ben Van Ryn to pitch, 0-2. And he struck out swinging. God, it looks like, you know, Kent Marker looks like he's about, you know, that big on the screen. Like I noticed when he was pitching, and now when he was batting, he looks like he's almost deformed. Roger Cedeno is next, 2-0. That's it to center. Rivera after it. Catches it for out number 2. Jeff Blaser is next. 1-2. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out. Alright, so another good inning for Van Ryn. I think I'm going to keep him. I know he's the next batter, but he's been pitching well, and you know there's still a few innings to go through here. Alright, so Kent Marker is still the pitcher for the Braves, and Ben Van Ryn is going to come to bat. No count to him. That's it to center. Cedeno after it. Catches it for out number 1. Delino the Shields is next. 0-2. Oh, and he's it. The Shields gets to first base. So runner on first, 1 out. Brett Barber is next. 3-1. And he walks. All right, so we have an opportunity here. Come on, Marquis. Forget that it's the number 3 spot. Just, you know, just focus on the ball. No count. Oh, the runner goes. And he's safe. So the Shields steals third base. We have now runners on first and third with 1 out. 2-2 to Grissom. That's it. Oh, that's a base hit to left. All right. So the Shield scores. It is now 7-6 for the Expos. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Calderon is next. 1-0. That's it to center for a base hit. Barbary rounds third. At least he should be. He didn't. Okay. All right. So bases are loaded. 1 out. Bill Doran is the batter. We can do some damage here. 1-1. That's it to center. Oh, that's extra base hit. We are taking the lead back. Alright, so 2 runs score on that. So it is now 8-7 for the Expos, thanks to a double by Bill Doran. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. Reuben Rivera is the batter. Kent Marker is still pitching for the Braves. No count. And they are walking him, so they are loading the bases. With 1 out, that enacts the double play, and now Ray Sanchez is the batter. No count. Sanchez, oh god. I don't see what's going on. Okay, so they got the lead runner at home, but they didn't get the runner at first, so there's 2 outs now. Bases are still juiced, and we have Charles Johnson, the batter, 2-2. And he struck out swinging. We did take the lead back, though. It is now 8-7 for the Expos, going in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Klesko is the batter. Full count. And that's out of here. It's tied 8-8. Van Ryn had pitched so well all the way up to this batter. It is now 8-8 in the bottom of the 7th. That's a crazy game. Alright, Dave Justice is next. 0-2. Struck out swinging. That's the first out of the inning. Vinny Cassia is next. No count to Cassia. It's it to right. Grissom after it. And he catches it for out number 2. Dion Sanders is next. No count to him. Oh god, it's out of here. Oh dear god, I missed that. 24-8. Who are they playing? Alright, it is now 9-8 thanks to a home run by Dion Sanders. Oh, the Nats too, wow. I guess the Nats are not as good as they used to be. Now, Gryjack with a double in the alley, wow. I have to admit that I haven't been following baseball a whole lot this year. That's a shame on me. Nelson Lyriano is next, 1-1. Grounds it to. So Gryjack had gotten a triple, but we get out of the inning. Alright, so the Braves get the lead back. It is now 9-8 for the Braves. Alright, we're going to go with Todd Ainey, I believe. Come on, Todd. Kent Marker is so... Oh, no, they're bringing back Armando Reynoso. No count to him. That's it, weekly to left, and that's cut for out number 1. Yeah, 24-8 is a pretty big score. The line of the Shields, 2-1 to him. I remember about maybe 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago maybe ish, I was in Toronto and I went to a Blue Jays game against the Indians, and like it wasn't like a 24 run game, but it went like 19 innings and everything, and you know, position players were pitching and everything, and I was just waiting for the blowout to happen at that point, and it didn't quite happen that way, but it was still kind of interesting. I like going to the stadium, I really do. I like the stadium ambience and the foods and all of that stuff. Alright, Barbary is next. 2 outs, 2-2. That's it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright, it is still 9-8 for the Braves here. Guess I'm gonna go with Duris. Right, Kurt Gibson is going to be the first batter to face Doris here in the bottom of inning number 8. 1-2. Oh, struck out swinging. Roger Cedeno is next. 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. Yeah, in Toronto, there were some nachos. They were so good. I don't know what they were putting in them. Probably, you know, I don't know. It was really good. So it had like that cream on it that was like really tasty, really good. I'm sure there were avocados in it, and I don't like avocados, but the taste was very faint if it was. So it didn't taste like avocado, so it didn't bother me. All right, Jeff Blaser is next with a runner on first and 1 out. Oh, and Cedeno's going, and he's out. There's 2 outs now, full count to Blaser. And that's another home run, dear God. It is now 10-8 for the Braves, who are clobbering us 1 home run at a time. Ryan Klesko is next. He's 3 for 4 in that game, full count. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first. Alright, so the Braves add yet another run on yet another home run. It's now 10-8. Jeff Montgomery's coming in a save situation. We have batters 3, 4, and 5. Hopefully we can do something with that. Grissom is first. Oh, Grissom tried to catch the defense off guard here, but he misses his bunt. 3-1 now, and he walks. Yeah, you can put money on Grissom trying to steal here. Right, Calderon is the next batter. No count. That's it. Oh, that's a base hit. Alright, so we have runners on first and second. Well, so Calderon is, I think that's his 3rd hit this game. So he's starting to wake up a little bit. Right, Doran is next. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. No count. That's it. Weekly to second base. That's a double play. That's not good. Alright, so on the play, Grissom gets to 3rd base, but there's 2 outs now, and we have Reuben Rivera as the batter. 0-2, and he struck out swinging. Alright, so we lost this game. Lost at 10-8. It was a kind of a crazy game. We allowed 1,000,000 home runs and we just lost. Alright, Jose Guzman had a shutout against the Twins. Oh, we don't know how long Ota's gonna be gone for. Yeah, we still don't know. Okay. There's been a trade between the A's and the Baltimore Orioles. Oh. Okay. Alright, so Marcos Armas and Dilson Torres are going to Baltimore for Cecil Fielder. Wow. Not a whole lot going on for you. What about you? You have some potential. Okay, yeah. Cecil Fielder, who of course has a lot of power. Alright, so the A's get a power bat for 2 prospects. One that's, I'm not sure about Marcos Armas, but Dilson Torres is a 3-star potential pitcher. Okay, I still think Cecil Fielder is probably the better player in the trade. So that's an interesting take. The A's already have Barry Bonds, and now they added Cecil Fielder. Definitely an interesting take here. Alright, so Miguel Batista is not going to be able to pitch this game. Yeah. Alright, so game 3. So we split the first 2 games. We won the first one, and we lost game number 2. So we're going to be... Yeah, I think they probably are. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, they're... Yeah, that's a trade that makes sense because they're first, but they're only half a game ahead of the Texas Rangers and only a game and a half ahead of the California Angels. So yeah, that trade makes sense. Just like, you know, the trade between the White Sox and the Blue Jays also kind of makes sense. Like, they're not that far off. There's still hope for both of them, and they kind of swept players. Yeah, Bonds got with Oakland after my first season in 1991, and he's been with them, and they still have Jose Canseco. I know, right? Yeah, that's a, you know, they have Lenny Dykstra. So, oh my God, look at that lineup, man. Dykstra, Canseco, Pendleton, Bonds, McGuire. After that, you have like Brent Gates, okay, Luis Alicea, Sean Dunston, and then Todd Hundley. Yeah, I wish I could trade for my GM for the A's GM. He's built quite an offense, that's for sure. Wow. That's pretty good indeed. Alright, so for game 3, we're gonna have Steve Avery, and then we're gonna go with Carl Pavano. That's what we had agreed on. Oh, I don't even need to put Carl Pavano. He's already there. They already put him in there. My computer can hear me. Alright, look at that. Charles Johnson is still tired. So we're gonna need to try Tony Pena there again. Oh my. I know, Out of the Park is totally spying on me. Okay, I'm gonna try something different this time. because it didn't work all that good last time with Marquis Grissom hitting third. I like the shields better than Sanchez, so I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna try to have Bill Doran hitting fourth. He doesn't strike out a ton, he can make contact, he doesn't have a whole lot of pop in his bat, but I mean, it is what it is. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, we can put Aney in for Sanchez. Sanchez is due for a day off, maybe. We can do that. Here, if we're going to put Aney, I'm going to put him 6 in front of the shields. Yeah, I think I like it like that. I think I'm going to go with that. Alright, so we don't have a whole lot of pitchers that are not tired, so hopefully Carl Pavano gives us a good, solid performance. Okay, I'm wondering if it's going to screw us over if he's seen as a relief pitcher pitching, or if I go back and change him as a starting pitcher. I think he's going to be able to go deeper in the game. I might have to do that. The Braves are going with their best lineup again. Cedeno, Blaser, Klesko, Justice, Lopez, Sanders, Casilla, Gonzalez, and Avery. We might be fine. Alright. Let's just go with that. Alright, let's go Expos. Game 3 of the 3-game series. We have a shot at winning the series if we win this game. Steve Avery is going to be on the mound for the Braves. He's having a pretty good season, so that's not going to be easy. He's 12-4 this season. So, yeah. Alright, Grissom gets us started in the first. 0-2 to Grissom. He grounds it to first, and he is out. That's out number 1. Barbary is next. 0-1. Oh, that's it pretty well all the way into the corner. That's going to be extra bases for Barbary. Somehow Dave Justice went through the fence. And I think that's a triple. Yeah, Barbary with the triple here. So we have a runner on third base with 1 out. Ivan Calderon is next. 2-0. That's it to center. That should be deep enough, right? Oh, maybe not. It was. Alright, so sac fly for Ivan Calderon. We're up 1-0. But there's 2 outs now. Bill Doran is next. Full count to him. It's it to left for a base hit. Alright, so we get on board here after 2 outs. And Reuben Rivera is next. 1-2 to him. That's it to right for a base hit. Doran should be getting a... Oh, yeah, he's out. Oh, no, that's an error. Oh, ho, ho. Alright, so a run scores on that. So that's a base hit for... That's a base hit for Rivera. And there was a bad throw by Justice on the play. Doran scores and Rivera gets to second base. We're up 2-0, 2 outs. Runner in second base. Todd Aney is the batter. 1-1. That's it to first, and he is out. But the Expos strike twice in inning number 1, and we are up 2-0. Alright, let's see what Carl Pavano can do here. Roger Cedeno is the first batter. 0-1. That's it to left. Calderon after it. And he catches it for out number 1. Jeff Blaser is next, 0-1. Hits it to center. That's out number 2. Ryan Klesko is next. 2 outs. No count on Klesko. Oh. Oh, that's an infield base. So nice play by the Shields. He dove for the ball, but the throw was late at first. So Klesko gets on base. 2 outs. David Justice is the batter. 2-1. Oh, Klesko's going. And he's safe. So the Braves have a runner in scoring position. Full count. And Justice walks. So now that's runners on first and second. 2 out. Aviar Lopez is the batter. No count to him. That's it to right. Grissom after it. And he gets it for out number 3. So the Braves get 2 runners on, but we prevent them from scoring. It is 2-0 for the Expos. So, alright, the Shields is the next batter. 2-1. It's it weakly to center. Cedeno after it. Catches it for out number 1. Tony Pena is next. 2-1. Grounds it to short. And he's thrown out at first. 2 outs. Alright, Carl Pavano is next. 0-2. And he struck out looking. And we go down 1-2-3. Alright, Dion Sanders is the first one to hit in the bottom of the second. 1-2. Grounds it to short, and we eat it out. It's going eat it up. Sorry, it's gonna be an infield single. That's runner on first, nobody out. Vinny Castilla, the batter, no count to him. Dion Sanders is going. There's not even a throw on the play, so he gets an easy stolen base. His 53rd of the season. 3-1 to Castilla. That's a base hit to center. Alright, so now there's runners on first and third with nobody out. And Denny Gonzalez is going to be the next batter. 2-1. Grounds it to the pitcher. And that's an infield single. Oh boy. Alright, so bases are loaded. Nobody out. Steve Avery is the batter. No count to him. That's it to the catcher. Oh, that's a double play. Oh. So Tony Pena got the ball, touched on plate, and then threw the ball to first for the double play. So there's 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position still for the Braves. Roger Cedeno is the batter. 2-2. And he struck out swinging. Oh, Carl Pavano gets out of a jam here. A little bit of luck. We'll have to admit that, but we got out of it nonetheless. Right, Marquis Grissom is the first batter in the top of the third for us. 0-1. Grounds it to second base. Oh, that's an infield single, so that's very similar to the one that Ryan Klesko hit in the first inning for the Braves. So their second baseman dove for the ball, got it, but the rally was late at first. Right, so runner on first base, nobody out. Brett Barbery is the batter. 0-2. And Barbery strikes out swinging. And on the play, Grissom did steal second base. That's 56 for him this season. Calderon is next. 1-0. That's it to left. Oh. Alright, so Calderon is out on the play. Runner in scoring position. 2 outs now for Billy Doran. 0-1. That's it to center. And that's over Roger Cedeno's head. So Grissom scores on the play, and Doran stops at second base with a double. It is now 3-0 for the Expos. So do you live close to the stadium in San Diego? Do you get to see do you get to go pretty often? Or is it like too expensive or something? Reuben Rivera is the next batter. 0-2. And he struck out swinging. However, the Expos did add a run to their lead. It is now 3-0. Jeff Blaser is the next batter, facing Carl Pavano, 1-2. And that's a base hit to center. Oh, I see. But you have brand new, don't you have new tires like for your trip and everything, so you can just use those new tires to go to the game, right? Gotcha. Alright, so runner on first. Ryan Klesko is the batter now. Nobody out. 1-1. That's it to first. Alright, we get the lead runner at second base. But Klesko is safe at first. So we have a 1 out, runner on first. Dave Justice is the batter. No count to him. That's a stolen base. Oh god, it's thrown into the outfield, so that's our turn to do that. Alright, so Klesko's at third base. There's only 1 out. 2-2. Grounds it to second base. So Klesko scores on the play. Yeah, I don't blame you, especially Tatis. His dad played for the Expos for a short time, and then he was plagued with injuries, and that kind of derailed his career. Yeah, with the pandemic, that screwed things up for sure. Alright, so nobody on, 2 outs, and now we have Javier Lopez batting for the Braves. No count to him. That's a base hit to right. So pre-pandemic, how often would you go to see games? Dion Sanders is the next batter. 2 outs, runner on first, 0-2. Grounds it to third. Oh god, that's gonna be an error again. Alright, so runners on first and second, 2 outs because of the error. Vinny Cassia is next, 2-1. That's it to left for a base hit. A run scores. It is now 3-2, thanks to a Cassia single. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Padres went for like a good, what, 10, 12 years where they weren't all that great. Like, when was it? Was it like around the start of the 2000s that you guys made a push for it? Like you got like Castilla, I think, and everything. Or Ken Caminiti. Who is it that you got? Was it Castilla or Ken Caminiti? One of the two. For some reason I have them confused, but I think it was like right around the start of the 2000s, and then you kind of went quiet for a while. Alright, so 2 outs, 2 runners on for Denny Gonzalez, 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. That's not good. Pavano is struggling. Of course, it doesn't help that we had a couple errors in this inning as well. So Steve Avery is next. Bases are juiced. 2 outs, 1-0. That's it to right. Grissom after it. And he catches it for out number 3. So we allow 2 runs. We're still up 3-2 though. Yeah, there you go. Ken Caminiti and Kevin Brown. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like right at the end of the 90s, or right around like the year 2000s. I was only off by a few years. But yeah, after that, it seems like you guys kind of like went kind of quiet for a while. Alright, Todd Haney is next. 1-0. Grounds it to third, and he's thrown out for out number 1. Delino De Shields is next. 1-2. Of course, you know, for the Expos, there's been the strike, which really hurt us. That was our best year ever. And then the strike hit, and we never recovered from that. So last year or the year before, I got the good old game MVP Baseball 05 MVP 05 from EA Sports, and I started a GM career with the Padres and everything. So it was kind of fun to like go through some of the players, like, you know, Khalil Green and Sean Burrows and Dave Roberts, Xavier Nady. Actually, Ryan Klesko was on that team. Right, Roger Cedeno is the first one to face Carl Pavano here in inning number 4. Full count to him. Grounds it to first, and he's out. Jeff Blaser is next, 0-2. Grounds it to short, and he's out. Yep, they were both there too. Jake PV was like super young. Well, pretty young, like early 20s. And who else? Oh, Phil Nevin was on that team. Ryan Klesko is next, 1-0. And he lines out to the shortstop, and that's out number 3. Alright, so Pavano has not been like excellent, but he's not been completely terrible either in this start so far. Alright, Pavano is the first batter here against Steve Avery. 1-1. Oh, that's a base hit. Yes, Brian Giles was on that team as well, that's true. And oh god, who was the second baseman? It's on the tip of my tongue. Yes, Mark Loretta was there as well. Lots of it wasn't and Carlos Hernandez, I think, was the catcher. So all in all, it wasn't a terrible team. I think it was just lacking a little bit more pitching for that team, but the rest of the team was fairly solid. Alright, Marquis Grissom is batting now. Runner on first, nobody out, 2-1. And he flies out to right. Brett Barbary is next, 1-2. Oh, that's a balk. So Pavano gets to second base on the play. 1-2 to Barbary. It's it weakly in foul territory, and the third baseman gets it for out number 2. We still have a runner in scoring position. Ivan Calderon is the batter. 2 outs, 1-0. Calderon hits it to first, and he's thrown out. That's the third out of the inning. No, it was too early for him to be in the game, I think. I did what I did too was that I went to the Baseball Reference website and I went through all of the transactions that happened prior to that season. I made all of the trades in the game too, so that all of the teams had the same players that they did when they started that season and everything. That was kind of cool. All right. Dave Justice is getting things started in the bottom of the 5th. Pavano is still on the mound. 1-1. Ooh, that's a tie game, folks. Justice with the solo blast. Alright, it's tied at 3. And now Aviar Lopez is the batter. No count to him. Grounds it to first. And he's out. That's 1 out. Oh. So Carl Pavano got hurt on the play. So that's not good. So I guess I'm going to go to Rick Mahler because we're only in the bottom of the 5th. I guess I could try to go a couple innings with Dea and see what happens. Let's bring in Dea instead. Let's do Dea. There you go. So we may have a couple pitchers injured for a while. That might change things a little bit. Maybe that's going to force my GM to make a decent trade. Who knows? All right, Dion Sanders is the next batter, 1 and 2. That's it to first. Doran touches the base for out number 2. Vinny Cassia is next, 0 and 1. It's it weakly to center field, and Reuben Rivera is after it. Catches it for out number 3. Alright, Bill Doran gets things started in the top of the 6th. We are tied at 3. Steve Avery is still on the mound for the Braves, 2 and 0. That's it to right, and it falls right in front of Dave Justice for a base hit. So we have a runner on first, nobody out. Reuben Rivera is there is, but they need to develop to. Now we might get lucky and have other or them like develop beyond potential, because I don't play with recalc, so we might be seeing some surprises and everything. Kind of like with Barbary. Barbary is definitely playing better than he did in real life. 3 and 1, and Rivera walks. Like Reuben Rivera might develop. Yeah, Gordon is 27 or 28 already. I mean, that's not old, but he's definitely a little bit older than the other ones. But yeah, you're right. With a little bit of development and everything, we might end up having a decent starting rotation. Alright, Todd Haney is the next batter. Even with Carlos Perez, if he can like keep his control under wraps. 1 and 0. Oh god, that's a terrible bunt here. Alright. So that didn't work. Now DeShields is the batter. We have runners on first and second, 1 out. 2 and 2. That's it, weakly to first. Alright, they get the lead runner at second, sorry. Runners on first and third now, and we have Tony Pena as the batter. God. Full count. Oh dear God, that was... Yeah, I don't think he will. We never know. Who knows? Alright, so Tony Pena struck out on a terrible, terrible pitch, which sucks. I wanted to bring Charles Johnson in, but he needs a rest. 3 and 1 to Denny Gonzalez. Flies out to left, and Calderon catches it for out number 1. Steve Avery is next, 2 and 0. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Sorry. Roger Cedeno is next, full count. Struck out swinging. There you go. Right, so Dea did his job. He had 2 decent innings. We're going to pull him out. Let's do Johnny Knott again. Right, Steve Avery, Johnny Knott, 7th inning, tied at 3. Oh, Johnny Knott, it's pretty hard, but right at Cedeno. So it wasn't hit badly, just at somebody. Grissom is next. No count to Grissom. That's it, weakly to center, and I think it fell in. It did, so Grissom gets on board with 1 out. Barbary is next, 2 and 2. Oh, I think it's out. OOTP, all of the Park Baseball is listening to me. See, I was praising Barbary that it was doing better than in real life, and I got rewarded with a 2-run blast from him. 5-3 for the Expos now. So we take the lead. That's pretty decent. Calderon is next. They're bringing in Kelly Downs as the reliever now. No count to him. Calderon. Oh, and they're not even going to risk a throw. So Calderon gets the infield hit. There's 1 out. Runner on first. Bill Doran is the batter. He's 3 for 3. 1 and 2. That's it. Weekly. It's gonna get cut by the third baseman. That's the second out of the inning, and now Reuben Rivera is next. No count to him. And Calderon steals second base, is 27th of the season. 2 and 1 to Rivera. That's it, too short. And he is thrown out at first. But we do get 2 more runs on the board thanks to a 2-run blast by Brett Barbary. The Expos are up 5-3. Now it is kind of a dilemma. Oh boy. I don't think I have really a choice to go with Mahler. Yep, not a bad idea at all. And I think I'm gonna go with Mahler. He's the only one who's not tired. Mahler has not been too terrible in relief. He's been atrocious as a starter, which is why his stats look so bad. Alright, Mahler, show us what you can do. Jeff Blaser is the next batter. Full count. That's it to right for a base hit. Yikes. Oh boy, Klesko is next. 2 and 1. I don't think that he has a rating in right field. Maybe it's in left field. He doesn't have a rating. All right, so we got the lead runner out at second. We didn't get the guy at first. Yeah, he doesn't have a rating at right field, so I think we're gonna leave him at center field. He's not great, but it's better than 0. Dave Justice is next. Runner on first. 1 out. 2 and 1. That's another blast for Dave Justice, and the game is tied at 5 apiece yet again. That's the second time of the game that Dave Justice ties the game with a home run. It is tied at 5 now. Yikes. Aviar Lopez is next. 1 and 2. Struck out swinging. Yeah, Justice is pretty good right now. He does have 27 home runs on this season. All right, Dion Sanders is next. 2 and 2. Grounds it to third. And he's safe. That's an infield single. Vinny Casilla is next. No count to him. Oh, Sanders steals. And he's safe. 1 and 1. Oh, that's a base hit. Now the Braves are taking the lead. That's a double for Casilla. And the Braves are up 6-5. So Rick Mahler hasn't been able to... Oh, God, yeah. 2 and 2 to Denny Gonzalez. That's it to center. Oh, God, is that another home run? Oof. It is now 8-5. The entire Braves lineup has been killing my pitching. Come on, Mahler, you can get one more out, right? Full count to Kirk Gibson. Full count to Cedeno. Come on. Come on. Alright, we got him. Yes, Mahler just crapped in the shovel for that one. Alright, so we're down 3 now. Don August is the pitcher for the Braves. Top of the 8, Todd Haney is the batter. Look at that, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on 9 that are on a hot streak. Oh, alright, 0-2 to Haney. Oh boy, alright. He got on board for free. He got beamed. The Shields is next. 3 and 1. And he walks. Alright, we might be able to do something here. Alright, screw it. Alright, Charles Johnson comes in to pinch it for Tony Pena. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. 1-0 to Charles Johnson. God, I thought maybe it was a home run. Came close. Alright, so that was a deep fly ball. And it gets to third on the play. So there's runners on first and third with 1 out. Johnny Knott is still in the game. 2-2. Come on, man. Oh. Now that's a home run. And the game is tied yet again. Johnny be good with a 3-run blast. It is 8-8. Johnny be good. Oh, yeah. Right, Mark Davis comes in relief now. Marquis Grissom is the batter. 1 out. 3-1 to Marquis. Grissom walks. Alright, so we get speed on base with 1 out. Brett Barbery is next. 2-2. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first. Grissom gets to second base on the play, so we have 2 outs. Runner on second base. Calderon is the batter. 1-0. Grounds it to short. That's the end of the inning for the Expos. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Bottom of the 8th. So do I keep Mahler in, who's been atrocious? Yeah, I don't think so. God, I don't know who to go with. Should I go with Ruskin, maybe? He's definitely my best pitcher. And I need to shut them down if I want to be able to do anything. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm gonna need to do or die with my best pitcher. Oops, I want to. All right, Blaser is gonna be the first one to face Ruskin. 2-2. That's a strikeout. Good start. That was also the only righty coming. So Ryan Klesko is next. Full count. Oh, that's a walk. Got Justice is next. No count. Klesko's running. And he's safe. So there's a runner in scoring position now. 2-2 to Justice. Grounds it too short. Alright, we get the out at first. That's 2 outs, but on the play, Klesko makes it to third base with Aviar Lopez as the batter now. 0-2. Oh, got drilled. Alright, so runners on first and third. 2 outs. Lonnie Smith is the next batter. 2-0. Alright, so we get out of the inning. Going into the top of the 9th, tied at 8. Bill Doran's facing Mark Davis. No count. Grounds it to short. And he's out for out number 1. Oh boy, you know that it's not great when you have a choice between Ray Sanchez and Lance Blankenship for a pinch hitter. Two and two. Grounds it to short, and he's out. That's 2 outs. Tadini is next. Oh, Armando. Why do I want to say Armando? It's Armando Reynoso is the pitcher now. 2-0 for Todd Haney. Rounds it to short, and that's the third out of the inning. We're going in the bottom of the ninth. Yeah, we're Vinny Kessie is the next batter. 2-2. He's 3 for 4. Struck out looking. Waddy Joyner comes in as a pinch hitter. 3-2. And he walks. Braves get a runner on base. Kevin Gryjak comes in as a pinch hitter. No count. I think that's a walk-off, and it is. We just lost 10-8. Wait, that's 2 games in a row that we've lost 10-8, isn't it? 2 crazy games. Johnny B. Good gave us a reason to believe or to hope, but we ended up dropping that game too. Alright, so Tim Van Egmond with the Marlins had a complete game shutout against the Phillies. Yeah, I blame Mahler too. He really didn't do very good. Alright, so Guillermo Velasquez playing for the Padres now has it in 20 straight games. Yeah, we lost 2 games in a row, 10-8. That's something. Let's finish today. Oh, there's been a trade between the Mariners and the Astros. Bobby Thigpen and Joe Birby go to the Astros for Brian Carpenter and Andres Levius. So Bobby Thigpen is now playing for the Astros, and Joe Birby, not too sure who that guy is, for Brian Carpenter and Andres Levius. Yeah, doesn't look like they got all that much for Bobby Thigpen. Alright, no game today. We're going to go ahead and finish today. Alright, so Mark Davis is not hurt anymore. He's going to be on rehab. Carl Pavano is day-to-day for 5 days, so that's not too bad. Katsumasa Ota is out for 4 weeks, though, so that's a little bit more concerning. Alright, so he's out for 4 weeks with a strained abdominal muscle. So we got Michael Kerrigan, he's a reliever. And there's been a trade between the Orioles and the Padres. So Leo Gomez goes to San Diego for Bart Evans and Scott Eggleston. Yeah, the Padres got a 3-star third baseman. He's only 28. Doesn't seem like they gave up too much for him. Okay. Alright, we're going to need to look at I might want to put Gabe White as my 5th starter. At least for now. I would put Pavano, but he's going to be hurt for his next start. So let's not do that. Alright. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Gonna save that. Oh, Calderon is dropping. He's now 4th in the majors for batting average. and he's now 6th in war. Hey, thanks, man. Yep, I will, and you enjoy your weekend as well, and enjoy your trip if I don't see you until then. Have fun, and I'm bolting out myself. So, of course, as usual, thank you for tuning in, and until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.